is lesson part 2, Pantone stitches and laces, and I'm going to focus on laces for this one. So back onto my on the shoe here. Now I created this heel cup and it wasn't accurate, so I'm going to just adjust it a bit. And in retrospect, I'm actually going to have it go bigger than the actual area. And this is a design you can play with the look and shape of it. Okay. And to review from yesterday's lesson, I'm going to go do a Pathfinder. So Pathfinder tool, I'm going to bring this out here so we can see. I'll go to layers. I'm just going to hide the background so you can see what's going on here. Again, I'm going to select the two objects I want to trim with my selection tool. Click on the divide tool, object, and ungroup. Now I can trim that excess piece I didn't want and delete it. Okay? It's recorded, so you can watch the video afterwards. You want me to do it again? Okay, I'll do it again. Again, let me go back again. Command Z a few steps. Okay, let me just hide this. With my selection tool, select both objects. You'll notice that there's a discrepancy with my heel cup and the background. I'm using these two shapes to trim. I'm going to use the divide tool. Click on divide, object, and ungroup because I want to now take this little sliver and remove it. Okay. You're probably wondering, well, sir, you messed up. Well, not really. I'm just going to shift and enlarge this so it just scales up nicely. Okay. Now, the reason why I did that is because I want to add some stitch marks to this heel cup. Watch this. I'm going to click on my object. Here's the trick. I'm going to go to Object and Path. I'm going to go Offset Path. Okay? Beautiful. Now, here, if I press Preview, it goes on the outside. I want to actually go in. So what I'll do is press negative integer, and notice how the line goes inside. So this is very important, the negative. Now, I'm going to pick and choose how much inches or centimeters I want the offset to be. In this case, 1.5. That looks nice. Okay. I'm going to press OK. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say I want this to be only the stroke, because technically this is what I want. If I didn't have that, it would be a fill. So I'll Command Z a few times. What's tricky about this is now I want to change the actual stroke color, and I'm going to be clever. I'm going to contrast the blue. So I'm going to go to my swatches. Where are my swatches? Okay, I can't find swatches, so I'm going to go to swatches. And I'm going to use a stroke color of this light blue. Now, it made a solid blue line. I don't want that. So I'm going to go to my stroke tools. And if you need to see the options, guys, you've got to click on, let me just bring this out here, you can see. Click on this box here and go show options. You're going to have the dash line feature. This dash line feature is excellent because what this does, and actually in retrospect, let's go back to my swatches. Let's make this orange so you guys can see the contrast. There you go, that's much better. Now, the dashes here are pretty wide. If I reduce the point size, it will decrease and make them smaller. So if I go 1, now if I play with the rounded caps and the cornering, that changes it up a bit. Let's go with 2. Right, so depending on how thick you want the stroke, and also if I go 0.5, it'll make the stroke thinner. Okay, so it actually looks like a stitch mark. Now here's a problem with this heel cup. Technically, when you stitch something, it doesn't go down the side, it goes around the back. So watch this trick I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add anchor points to this line segment. Somewhere here, and maybe something right here. Grab your direct selection tool, click on one of those points, and just press delete. It deletes that line segment between those 2 points. Does that make sense? Because technically, I don't want this thing to go down because realistically, it's stitching around the heel cup. Okay? Now, if you feel that the line needs to go around, get your direct selection tool, grab that point, and just bring the line as close as possible to the edge. To be honest, I was quite happy with the positioning of that. Okay? So a nice way to create stitches. Sir, I want to do a double stitch. Okay, well, you could just essentially duplicate this and manipulate the line slightly. Okay, and you can position it any way you like on there. Okay, was that helpful, guys? All right, so there you go for stitches. Use your stroke tool, the offset path, and for double stitches. Okay, if you want triple, do it again, or you can offset twice and do it that way as well. There's many options.